Shadows of Betrayal. The village of Igala had barely begun to recover from the devastating raid when whispers of treachery spread like wildfire. Though the Leopard Clan had once stood united in strength, cracks had begun to form, hidden in the shadows of doubt and ambition. The air was thick with tension, and the scent of fear mingled with the smoke of smoldering ruins. The village elders convened in the great council hut, its walls adorned with ancient carvings of battles past. Depictions of warriors in fierce combat, their faces twisted in rage and glory. The flickering torchlight cast dancing shadows, illuminating the faces of the elders, each etched with the weight of their decisions. Arinze stood at the center of the assembly, his scarred face a testament to the night of bloodshed. He had seen enough destruction to know that endless war could not be their path forward. "We cannot sustain this cycle of bloodshed," he declared, his voice firm yet edged with urgency. "Vengeance will not rebuild our homes, nor will it heal our wounded. We must seek alliances, not war." His words hung in the air, a plea for reason amidst the rising tide of anger. Murmurs rippled through the gathering. Some warriors nodded in agreement, their faces weary from the recent conflict, while others exchanged doubtful glances, their loyalty to the old ways still strong. The Leopard Clan had always prided itself on its martial prowess, and the idea of seeking peace felt like a betrayal to their ancestors. And then, from the far side of the hut, came a scoff. Jabari, his arms crossed over his broad chest, leaned forward, his face shadowed yet unmistakably lined with contempt. "You speak of peace, but peace does not fill empty bellies, nor does it make men strong," he sneered, his voice dripping with disdain. "A warrior's worth is measured in battle, not in words. If we do not strike back, we will be seen as weak, and our enemies will come for us again." Arinze met his glare unflinchingly, sensing the undercurrents of fear that fueled Jabari's words. "Strength without wisdom is reckless. It is not power, it is ruin," he countered. But he could see the fire in Jabari's eyes, a genuine concern for the clan's survival masked by arrogance. Jabari's perspective was rooted in the harsh realities of their world. He had witnessed the devastation wrought by their enemies, the way the weak were preyed upon, and he believed that the only way to ensure the safety of Igala was through strength and intimidation. "You think our enemies will respect us if we extend a hand? They will see it as weakness, and they will strike us down. We must show them that we are not to be trifled with." His voice rose, echoing off the walls, igniting the passions of those who still clung to the old ways. A tense silence followed, the air thick with unspoken fears and unresolved tensions. Jabari's lips curled into a smirk, but his eyes held something darker, something dangerous. He rose to his feet and strode out of the council hut, his presence leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. The elders exchanged worried glances, their faces reflecting the growing divide within the clan. As the night deepened, the village slept uneasily, unaware that betrayal was set into motion. Jabari had always been a man of action, and his words had ignited a fire in the hearts of those who felt disillusioned by the recent events. In the shadows, he gathered a faction of warriors who shared his vision, a vision of strength through dominance, of power through fear. They believed that Arinze's approach was a betrayal of their heritage, a sign of weakness that could lead to their downfall. The moon hung high in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the village. Jabari moved through the darkness, his heart racing with a mix of determination and desperation. He knew that to protect his clan, he would have to act decisively. The whispers of dissent had taken root, and he would cultivate them into a force that could challenge Arinze's ideals. As he gathered his followers, he spoke of honor and strength, painting a picture of a future where the Leopard clan would rise to its former glory through conquest. "We will not be victims," he urged, his voice low and fervent. "We will take what is ours, and we will show the world that the Leopard clan is not to be trifled with." The warriors nodded, their faces set with resolve, but beneath their bravado lay a current of fear. They had witnessed the destruction of their village, and the thought of further conflict sent shivers down their spines. Yet, the allure of power and the promise of strength were intoxicating, and Jabari knew how to manipulate that fear to his advantage. As the first light of dawn began to break, casting long shadows across the village, Arinze remained unaware of the storm brewing just beyond the horizon. He was focused on healing the wounds of his people, on forging a path toward peace. But the seeds of betrayal had been sown, and the shadows of dissent were gathering strength. The tension within the Leopard clan was palpable, and Arinze could feel it in the air. He had hoped for unity, but the reality was a fractured community, divided by fear and ambition. As he prepared to face the challenges ahead, he knew that the true battle would not just be against their enemies outside the village, but against the darkness that threatened to consume them from within. The path to peace would be fraught with peril, and he would need to navigate the treacherous waters of loyalty and betrayal if he hoped to save Igala from itself.